Welcome to Movies Adda, and this is your Bollywood guide G9, यानी कि Divya Solgama, in conversation with Sunny Leone. Sunny, first things first, share us something about your upcoming film Leela and the hardship you had to go through while shooting for this movie in the rough terrains of Rajasthan.
I loved the idea of being something that people are not used to seeing. I want to experiment. I mean, if I'm given the chance to experiment with different looks or different characters, then why wouldn't I? Because obviously everybody wants to see me the same way. And that gets boring. So if I get a chance to do something different, I'll grab onto it very quickly. And I liked the story a lot. This story was very nice to read, and I think we've accomplished creating 3 different looks, 2 characters. The first is Mira, which is she's a model from London. There's short skirts, tight dresses, gungies, all this stuff, sexy stuff, all modern. And I get tricked into going to Rajasthan for a shoot. While I'm in Rajasthan, I meet the prince. We fall in love, and we get married. So we become a princess. So then that look changes to a princess look, which is a little bit more conservative, beautiful saris, langas, anarkalis, that type of thing. Very nice. And then there's, the past look. It was the hardest. Those 2 were easy because every girl has an inner princess, and being Mira from the model from London and CC, jeans and all these, type looks. But becoming Leela was very difficult. That first look poster that's downstairs, that look took 6 hours to make. मेरे साथ क्या हुआ this pulling, trying this, coloring, the skin color, getting the tone of her skin color right, this dark tan color, because गाँव की लड़की है, and she lives in Rajasthan, and she lives in, the desert. There's no way she can have light skin, right? She'd have to have darker, dusky tan. So working of getting the sun-tanned look, also certain patches of skin that would look like they would have been sunburnt a little bit. So trying to create that look, wasn't easy. The clothing, getting the right Rajasthani. The clothing in this movie, the styling for my character was designed by Hitesh Kapopra, who just went above and beyond for present looks and for Leela, creating the look. He flew to Rajasthan, went into these tiny little shops, found all this jewelry. He then had it, I don't know what you call it, oxidized or something, where it would look old jewelry, shiny. So he went to all these measures to create this look of Leela, the hair, the makeup, the physical part of it, getting ready 2-3 hours a day would go. Just getting ready, painting my whole, every spot, because my skin was so light and they were painting it so dark that even if something was off, you could see it. You could see it on camera. So we had to always make sure, and then the heat was like 35, 40, 45 degrees. Second that we would step outside, start sweating. So the makeup was vertical. So physically, it was, taxing to become Leela.
Sunny, since one of your character in the movie Leela speaks authentic Rajasthani language, so how tough was it for you to learn and perform in this alien language?
Leela's dialogue is very different Rajasthani dialogue.
Learning Hindi was, a task, and then learning a completely, almost, different language. It wasn't easy. Like tere became hare, then mere became mare. Those were the easy words. Kya became ke. It's like little things like that. It was difficult, but जो भी set पे होता था, I would rather be doing nothing. Okay, come sit. Help me learn. The direction team or Bobby or जो भी था set पे, I would make them help me learn. Because learning them, I had to learn them, but learning them and then you have to act them. So I didn't want to think about the words.
And then Leela is beautiful on the outside, bodies, her clothing, her hair, makeup, सब कुछ looks beautiful. But then क्या बोलती है, कैसे बोलती है? It's not soft. It's not princess-like. It was like मेरा नाम लीला. This type of, you know, attitude where she has these, you know, mannerisms. She holds her knees like, you know, like क्या देखा, you know, like all these different things. She talks with a knife. So she has all these mannerisms about her that I really liked, which we worked on creating as we go.
Sunny, lots being said about the new censor guidelines, and your films are known for its bold content. So what's your take on this whole issue?
I think that the censorship board censors things based on, you know, what they think is right for the public or for citizens to watch. America has this, you know, censorship. You don't show anything on TV. Nothing gets shown. It goes on special channels. In the same censorship things they apply in every country. What should be censored now? That's not my prerogative at all. This movie's an A-rated movie. My last, you know, 2 movies were also A-rated as well. So, I mean, the only thing I can say is that I like the censorship more because they censor more things and they cut it out. But I come from a country where you can say anything, do anything. So my views are not the same as somebody who's born and raised here. So obviously mine is going to be a little bit more liberal. And again, that comes down to what they think is appropriate for the country. Because I wasn't born here. I was born in America and in Canada, where free speech is your right. Say lesbian all day long. You want to say lesbian, or you want to say the F word, you want to say this, you want to say that, you want to talk about, you know, whatever it is, gay rights, anything. You want to talk about it, you get to talk about it. You have that platform to do that. And in movies, anything and everything goes. You know, you can talk about any subject. That's as long as it's in the guidelines of what is rated R or what is G13 or whatever. I can't, I'm the wrong person to ask. My opinion is so, it's already left field. Everything is so not conservative in my world already.
Sunny, kindly let us know your wish list of working with a superstar.
Salman Khan. Yeah, well, he's so nice. He's such a nice person. Every time that I've seen him at an event or something, always says hi, always respectful. Oh, you know, like when I first got into the industry, he's the first person to encourage me and said, "Good luck, Sunny. We welcome you into Bollywood." He's the first person to say that. No one else said that to me. So of course, he's that first person that I met. He's the first person that I was ever interacted with. And I've met Shah Rukh Khan. He was very nice as well. But I would love to work with Salman. It would be a life changer.
Sunny, you are a big celebrity in its own way. So do you feel this stardom helps in getting a big opening for your films, and will do the same in case of Leela too?
I feel I've done everything backwards. I am not your typical Bollywood actress entering this industry. Everything that I could have done wrong, I've done wrong. For me, if I get a chance to do something different, I want to do something different. I mean, the movie doesn't, if I believe in the story and I like it and I love it for whatever reasons, then I honestly do believe that it'll do well. One of my movies was not a success. It was a big reality check. And I remember after Jackpot was released, I was so nervous for Ragini coming out. I really needed it to do well. And I was sitting there, Daniel and I was sitting in Los Angeles, sitting together going, okay, so if this movie doesn't work, what are we going to do? You know, and what business are we going to open, or what's the plan? And Daniel's more realistic. He's very straightforward. He just says it the way that it is. So, well, then it's going to, it'll be over and we'll do something else. And I kept thinking in my head going, but I'm not ready for it to be over. I don't want it to be over. I was dying inside going, how can you say this to me when it's over? But he's very upfront and he's very truthful. He's a realist. So I was always hoping that it would do well, and it did. And I got lucky. And Baby Doll was such a huge success. So that having movies that have been successful, yeah, it does help. And I hope that when people watch this movie, that they see growth. They see maybe I've done a better job in acting, or I've done a better job dancing, or that they enjoy the character. I haven't seen the movie yet, so I get to see it tomorrow. Making them show me. It's easier to do interviews when you know what you've done. So I hope that people watch this movie and enjoy it.
Sunny, many big actors are not keen on working with you in a film, and there were reports that few of them were not working as their wives won't allow them to work with you. So what's the reason for this negative behavior from these superstars?
Yeah, I don't understand. Not that scary. I don't understand. I know there's a lot of still male actors out there, like some of the big actors that are definitely scared. Not scared like of being on the same screen, maybe scared that I have such baggage.
I have the same answer. I want to work with people that want to work with me. Why would I want to work with somebody that's uncomfortable or that doesn't like me because of my past or my choices in life? My choices are my choices and they work for me and I'm happy. I wouldn't be sitting in this chair if it wasn't for those choices.
And they're so Disney and I'm not Disney. It was the nicest way that I could. So I think that is there. I think there's, some large production houses as well that are sitting back and watching. Thinking, ab ye kya karegi? Let's see what happens. Let's see how serious she is. So there are definitely actors out there that might be skeptical. And then there's the actors that their wives do not want their husbands working. And my message out to everybody, I don't want your husband. I have the sexiest husband ever. I don't want your husband. I have my own. I don't know why. I think if the wives would meet me, we'd get along. I mean, I feel like I'm just like everybody else, a normal girl. If they understood my relationship with my husband, I'm obsessed with my husband. He's my best friend. I would never want to disrespect him in any way ever in my life. He's my whole world. I don't want your husband. I don't understand it, but I think once a few more movies are released, people start seeing, they maybe sense maybe that I'm a serious player or serious actress. That I know that I am, but for their perception. I think that once they start seeing that, and my goal this year was to be more social. That was my New Year's resolution, which I've been doing a very good job of, I think. I think going out there, meeting people, letting them see who I am, meet me, say hello, even if it's 5 minute ke liye hota hai, then fine. I think that might change.
Lastly, Sunny, since your film Leela deals with reincarnation, so personally, do you believe in reincarnation? And if given a choice, would you like to be reborn as Sunny Leone or someone else?
I kind of do believe in past life and karma, past life, spirituality, all those different things. I wouldn't say that I believe that I was a turtle in my last life, nothing like that, but I believe that our soul carries on to, our next life. I have a nice life. It would be nice. No, I would, if I had a choice, I would want to come back as someone God. Because, it's perception, of course. I think of him and he's like, the biggest stars in India. He has this great life and, jo bhi karna kar sakte, like that type of thing. Such an amazing world he lives in. And come back as it, guys, people don't want to mess with, and so I just, I can think of one person and I'm like, okay, I would want to